Welcome everyone to this week's Colorscope. My name's Elizabeth Harper. My website is sealedwithlove.com. So our colors for this week are of course red, white and blue. So use your intuition to select one of those. While you're doing that, remember you can find out your true colors in my color kit. You can grab that at bit.ly/color kit. You'll also get my weekly love letter. And I will be teaching at the Omega Institute at the end of July. So if you want to develop your intuition in a fun environment, join me. And finally, remember that I also make jewelry. I'm an artist and I make different meditations, and I have lots of crystals in my store.sealedwithlove.com. Okay, so are you ready? So we're starting with red. Now I picked some other colors from my deck of color cards to go with each of the colors. I also picked a card from the inner child deck, from the inner child deck as well. So to begin with, we have that red energy, and the red is going with the gold in this card. This is called Chang-Tzu. And it's gold and white, and on the other side it's also got this gold which has, it's almost like somebody is juggling some coins there, and then the white is beneath it. The gold is like golden opportunities. So red is a color of movement, it's a color of action, it's a color of change. So if you think about it, you go around that through the chakras, around the wheel of color, you get to violet, then magenta, and then you get to red. So it's almost like red is the beginning. It's that birth. It's coming onto the earth. It's planting your feet on the earth. Well, Chang-Tzu is a master energy, and the master had a dream that he was a butterfly. And then he said to one of his disciples, you know what? I don't know if I'm a butterfly dreaming I'm a man, or I'm a man dreaming I'm a butterfly. And so with this, it's about identity. And that's the same with the red energy. Red links in with the root chakra, which is the age between 0 and 7. So this is saying that you are trying to find who you are. It's almost like you're starting something new and you're trying to find your identity. Yes. Just that sense of identity. And it could be that you're going to change things around you, like your outfit, your hair, your environment, your job, your home, everything. It could be that all these things are changing as a consequence. It's a little bit out of your routine, and so then it's a little bit disconcerting, and therefore it's that thing about identity. It's just it's almost like trying to find this new person that is coming out from within you. So it's just like going from a caterpillar to a butterfly. You don't know what it's like until you get to that place. And once you're in that place, then you can understand it a little bit more. So if you're still in that place still in that kind of environment of you're not quite sure who you are, you're not quite sure where you're going, there's almost a feeling of something's changing for you, and you're going to come onto the other side of it pretty soon, and then you will be a completely new person. That's the sense of it, at least to me. So with this, when we look at this energy here with the gold, it's almost like you're letting go and at the same time bringing in abundance. So you're letting go of anything that's not working for you, that has been stopping you from being abundant, stopping you from receiving blessings, stopping you maybe from receiving money as well. Abundance doesn't necessarily mean money. And with that, there's a change. There's big changes. And it may have been happening over the last, couple of years, that changing has been coming into effect. And now it's almost like it's at that point where you're going to be putting the cherry on the top. I can't explain it any better than that. So now the card that came up for you is fabulous. So from the inner child deck, take a look at that. See if I can get it where the light's not on it. It's this beautiful mermaid. And she has the rainbow. The rainbow's completion. She's got the pot of gold. So then we get back to that gold energy right here. And she's got everything that she's wished for, everything that she's wanted. But this is an emotional card. So with it, it's saying that you have to swim through your emotions in order to find that pot of gold. Unless you are prepared to do that, then it may be that you're going to continue through the rainy patch until you allow yourself to embrace those emotions, and then you can find that wonderful completion with the rainbow, and there's light at the end of the tunnel for you as well. I love that. I love this lovely green that's up here too. There's a sense of, you know, red and green are opposite each other on the color wheel, and that green, it's almost like it's opening your heart up. There's a sense of opening your heart up. Let go of, you know, red is the color of anger. Let go of anger, let go of frustration, and just allow yourself to go with the flow. I know it's easy to say that, but make an intention. So we have red, next is white, yeah? So with white, we have this beautiful turquoise. This is a pale turquoise. This is another master energy. It's Maha Kohan. But on the other side, it's the Three of Swords. So with this, it's saying that, you know, white is a color, again, of letting go of a brand new slate, of a clean slate. But with the turquoise, it can say that you are, it's almost like you may be feeling a little bit sad, or you may be feeling like, not that you've been rejected, but you may be rejecting something or someone, and that could be making you feel a little bit sad as well. I get this feeling that something is coming up for you, and it's getting you in a little bit of a tears, you know, and there's some turmoil that's there. Not to paint a negative picture, it's not about negativity at all, but it's very much about stuff that's coming up. It's almost like a whirlwind that's coming up, and it's coming up from within you. And as a consequence, I almost feel like there's a lot of stuff around you going on, and you're not in control. You don't seem to be able to manage what is happening around you. And I feel as if you need to either communicate with someone, or to ask your angels for guidance, ask your angels for help, or maybe just to write down what it is you need to do and get it all organized. So then you can do one thing at a time. Because I think what's happening here, especially with this energy, is that there's so many things going on that you're just not able to get everything done. And then at the end of the day, you're wondering, well, what did I do today? That kind of thing. I feel as well with the turquoise, it feels like there's a new language or a new culture that's coming into your environment too. So we have that little bit of a muddled stuff, but there's a new language that's coming in. That new language may not be necessarily a foreign language. It could be that you are changing the way that you speak or the way that you communicate with yourself. Interesting. Okay, so the card that came up for you is really lovely. This is the 10 of Pentacles in the regular tarot, and here it's the 10 of Crystals, the earth energy. So it's that time of Christmas and hanging socks on the hearth, by the fire, so that they're waiting for presents, for gifts to come in. So it's like that day before Christmas Day when all the good stuff comes. But you know, with Christmas, again, there's a rainbow here. There's a lot going on. There's lots of people to organize. There's lots of things that you have to kind of sort out. And I still feel that's the same case for you, that there are things that you have to sort out, the things you have to organize. You've got to get it on your schedule. You know what Christmas is like? That's what this is. And then once you've got it all on your schedule and you can figure out what you're doing and what you don't need to do, then you can relax and let go. I'm seeing the green of the tree. It's like I'm focusing on green because I'm wearing green as well. But with this green of the tree, there are lights and candles on there. So I feel as if you are going to have quite a few aha moments this week. So even though there may be, you know, lots of stuff going on, it's almost like it forces you to have really creative, inspired moments. Yeah. I like that. I love that, in fact. And there's lots of nurturing in this card. So you're really going to, you know, it's time to look after yourself, but there may be somebody else coming into your life as well who is going to look after you or just give you compliments, give you that love that you need right now. All right, so our final card, and here we go, and the final color rather, is red, white, blue, blue. Think about it in my own mind. So blue, now with blue, we have pink. So the pink, my mother used to say pink to make the boys wing. This is Lady Nada. I don't know if you can see that very well because it's so pale. But on the other side, it's a woman with a bird on her shoulder, and it's a multicolored bird. So there's lots of rainbow energy that's going through all of this week, isn't there? So pink is the color of love. Nada means sound. So with this, we have blue, which is about communication, about creative expression coming from the throat, and then we have pink, which is sound. So for you this week, there's lots of communication, there's lots of expression, there's creativity all over the place. Blue and pink is relationship energy, blue male, pink female. So new relationships are coming in for you, and if you don't want any new relationships, then maybe it's a new relationship with yourself. Blue and pink often come together when they're about healing the inner child. So the blue energy is about communication with your inner self, pink the inner heart, right? I also feel a sense of freedom that's coming up for you as well. It's almost like you are completing something and then moving on, and then you have this new vision of where you need to go next. I like that. I just realized we didn't pick a card for ourselves, so I need to do that next too. So for you, we have this lovely inner child card, which is the Cowardly Lion, and it's the seeker of crystals. How gorgeous, huh? The Cowardly Lion is walking down the yellow brick road. So lion is golden. That golden energy links to the solar plexus. The yellow brick road links to the solar plexus. So the Cowardly Lion is really trying to find his power. He's really trying to find his courage. And that's what you are doing right now, is looking for and finding your power. And that is within the blue and the pink. Blue and pink are balancing. So it's balancing male and female. So the female can be very receptive, very intuitive. The male can be very aggressive, very kind of go for it. So it's finding that balance between those two things so that then you're not afraid, but you're also not brash as well. So with the Cowardly Lion walking on the yellow brick road, it's like a double whammy with that yellow energy. So this is saying just be a little bit mindful of where you put your power this week and really stand in the energy of your power. You don't need to do anything, you just need to be. That's the sense of it, just need to be, because you are already everything you need to be. I like that. Okay. So let's choose cards for ourselves for our week, right? Okay, so we have Archangel Gabriel. So this is magenta and gold. And then on the other side, look how beautiful that is. There's a star and then another star. And then there's these beautiful wings. So it's like there's a star energy that's coming down into the heart, into the soul. So it's almost like the divine light that's coming into the soul. And here on the other side, it's like there's two people that are embracing and connecting with each other. So I feel as if this is saying, you know, old friendships, new friendships, there's lots of friendship energy that's coming in, relationship energy, old partnerships or family that you haven't spoken to in some time, they are coming back into your life, into our lives. And I feel as if you are being wrapped in the most beautiful golden energy, which is saying something wonderful is coming for you. It's not necessarily a physical thing. It could be something that is emotional, mental, or spiritual. It doesn't have to be physical. I also feel with this that you are, you know, and it's not going to be the same for everybody, but there's a sense of raising vibration. And if you're not raising vibration, you're going to be thinking about what you can do to raise your vibration, right? And this doesn't have to be esoteric. It could also be about, you know, just changing something about your life or what you do that isn't working for you anymore. That kind of thing. So then you change your vibration, you're moving to another level of being. Oh, that is so beautiful. And then the card that came up for you, this one frequently comes up. I love this. It's the, what is it, 9 of Wands. It's the 9 of Wands. And it's this little fairy that has been egged on by these butterflies. They're sort of on the fence there, and they're saying, come on into the garden. You can open that garden up. Come on with us. And so the fairy is opening it up and finding a whole new environment through that gate. And I feel that is what it's almost like ascension. So it's not like we're ascending, but just moving to a different vibration, moving to a different perspective. So there is a transformation at the end of this. So it's interesting that we started out with Chang Tzu and the butterfly, if the butterfly is dreaming of the man or the man dreaming of the butterfly. And now we get butterflies at the end as well. So it's almost like a little bit of a full circle. So I feel that is a message for all of us, that there's something that we're coming full circle on, and then we move into this new secret garden that's behind the gate, and we're going to get that sign to go through that gate as well. Oh, I love that. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. Please share it with your friends if you did. Comment below, let me know if the messages resonated for you, or if anything else came up for you as well when you used your intuition. And remember to grab my free color kit at bit.ly/color kit. And do remember that I have lots of oracles, and I offer different guidance readings as well. You can find that on my website, sealedwithlove.com. I will see you next week. Lots of coloricious blessings to you. Bye.